Hey, John Crestani here, and in today's video, I'm going to expose you to 5 successful online businesses who started from scratch and purely through internet marketing were able to create businesses that do 8 or 9 figures to inspire you to create and manifest for yourself as big of a business and as big of an income as you can possibly create. Now, check out these examples. So I'm John Crestani, and last year my internet business with 0 employees did $3.4 million online. It's like a dream, right? But I'm going to show you 5 other successful online businesses who've been able to create an 8-figure or even 9-figure businesses for themselves, and they completely started these businesses from scratch. I'm going to show you these examples, and hopefully you'll be inspired by their stories. And I'll show you some articles or interviews that you can reference in order to delve deeper into these uber successful, super underground internet multi-millionaires here. So the first example I'm going to go over is Golden Hippo Media. Now, Golden Hippo is a progenitor of some of the biggest brands online today. They have Beverly Hills MD, they have Key Biotics, they have a number of brands that spend over $100,000 per day. These are brands that are not sold in stores. None of Golden Hippo's products are actually sold in any stores. They're purely sold online through advertisements they place on Google, Facebook, native ads, and all the other ad networks. So Craig Clements created the company Golden Hippo Media, which does over $100 million per year. They have about 300 employees out here in Los Angeles, as well as multiple offices around the world. He started this company from his apartment building, but his skill is copywriting. He's able to literally sit down at the computer and type words, create stories, and collect information that will help convince and sell an audience and make them interested enough to purchasing one of his health supplements, which is genuinely beneficial to the human race. Now, one of their biggest wins was helping spread the gospel of probiotics, which are basically little bacteria that eat things within our gut, such as sugars and yeasts and other sweeteners that are really toxic to our bodies. Now, there's an interview with Craig Clements. There's a podcast of him where he shows how to write a sales message that moves millions. And in this podcast episode, he actually describes how his business went from selling out of their product and to doing over $500,000 in the first day of their relaunch, selling their product completely through advertising on Google and Facebook. Now, $500,000, and the exact figure was $574,000 they did on January 1st, I believe, in 2012, is an unbelievable number, but they were able to do that purely through the same advertising networks that we all have access to. They created a brand that isn't sold in stores. It's purely sold online through advertising, and they were able to create this business that does hundreds of thousands of dollars per day, okay? So imagine that. And he details how he went from literally being just kind of a broke and directionless 20-something-year-old that was doing cold calling, customer support, and sales on the telephone to creating a massive business. Really interesting podcast episode by my friend Mike Dillard. Highly suggest you check it out. So the next entrepreneur I'm going to expose you to is Gerard Adams, who founded the site Elite Daily. It was a content site. He was purely just blogging about content that he found interesting. It was luxury, topics regarding luxury items and whatnot, and he was just blogging. And he created a company which he ended up selling for $50 million. And there's another really interesting interview with him right here, also on my friend Mike Dillard's podcast, where he shows how to create a $50 million exit with Gerard Adams. And as you see here, he's a self-made man from New York and was able to create a massive company that a major media company bought for $50 million. Unbelievable story, amazing creator, and it shows the power of if you create a blog, the sky is your limit, and he's made a ton of money for himself. It's absolutely amazing story, and I suggest you check it out. I'll make sure my Filipinos or something post the link in the comments or in the description here. Now, the third person I want to expose you to is Russell Brunson. So Russell Brunson is the creator of ClickFunnels. It's a software tool that allows you to build websites without actually knowing any programming whatsoever. It's amazing, right? So I've created my internet company without any programming skills whatsoever. And we do $3.4 million per year. I don't know how to program a website, yet my company is completely run off of websites. How is that possible? It's possible because of people like Russell Brunson, who is able to create ClickFunnels to make it really easy and accessible for entrepreneurs like me to create these massive marketing businesses. Now, I highly suggest, well, first of all, you should get ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels is an amazing software program, and Russell Brunson is also a very influential speaker, and he speaks at keynotes at like Grant Cardone's conference. But you can check out his interview on Mike Dillard's podcast, Self-Made Man, right here. Very informative about how he built his company to the point where I think they may do almost $100 million per year now. Really amazing story, and I suggest you check it out. The fourth successful person I want to expose you to is Drew, what is his name? Drew Canole. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Drew Canole or Canole. But he founded the company Organifi. They do about $24 million per year selling health supplements. So let me show you. He has a great affiliate program. Their affiliate program is one of the #1 on ClickBank, and they sell two main things. The one is green juice, and the other is red juice, okay? But their main product is this product right here called green juice. And what it is it's essential greens to help your body be healthier, and they sell it on a subscription basis. I use it. It's very powerful, very effective, very good at keeping you healthy, energetic, and really keeping everything flowing in your body. I'm a huge fan of Drew, and what he did was he started out as a YouTuber. So you'll see he has an interview here. I will link to this in the description. But he started out as a YouTuber his channel was called Fit Life TV, and we can actually type that and see he has 500,000 subscribers. He started just vlogging about ways to be healthy and ways to create superfood smoothies and ways to diet better and ways to be fit. All he started doing was doing videos that were informative, that genuinely helped people become healthier. And he was able to create tens and tens of millions of dollars for himself and for his company by simply just vlogging about it and create a whole company around that. His passion for juicing and juices and superfood smoothies and all that stuff. So really exciting stuff. Just somebody who's passionate about smoothies was able to create a company that does tens of millions of dollars a year. A very simple idea can transform into a massive business with a massive market and help create health in a large number of people, such as myself. He's influenced me a lot. Now, something unique is I was actually able to meet Drew in San Diego last year. And if you subscribe to my channel, you'll actually see that you can get access to a interview series I did with him of how to become an entrepreneur. You'll see that under my free marketing trainings. And if we click over here, you'll see there he is, looking a little crazy, but we did a long interview series. We had three topics of how he became an entrepreneur, how he's been able to explode his business, and we also did I did another interview with him on the rooftop of his office building in downtown San Diego about why you need a mentor. And he had a mentor, and he talks a lot about mindset and getting your mindset right to unconsciously seek success. And he was able to do that and create a large business for himself. I'm a big fan of Drew, really amazing guy. Now, the last entrepreneur I'm going to expose you to is a little bit of a controversial character because he's a little bit crazy, but he runs a very successful company with a couple hundred employees in Poland. He's actually he might be the richest person in Poland. Certainly he's probably the most popular entrepreneur in Poland, and his name is Robert Greene. And he likes traveling the world in style. He's always in a different country where we're actually friends. We were hanging out here in Ojai. We were having some fun, and we went skydiving together amongst other things. That was crazy. But he's a very successful guy who runs a business that's worth somewhere north. It's worth in the hundreds of millions of dollars. I haven't checked up last, but he's had an amazing life, and he runs Volume, which is a tracking software for affiliate marketers and other performance advertisers, which is just highly successful. So definitely suggest, I couldn't find an interview of Robert Greene, but he's a friend of mine. He's very successful, has a 9-figure net worth. So I figured I'd include him in the mix because he's done such amazing things. So every one of the entrepreneurs who created these companies started from scratch. And I want to make that clear. All of these companies do anywhere from 8 figures to 9 figures per year in US dollars. And they're not in the same space as me where, I know a lot of people say, oh, you're teaching people to make money online. All of these people have started their businesses purely just, random other spaces. They're not gurus. They're not well known. They have really no purpose for any sort of publicity or social media influence. They're behind the scenes creating massive businesses, and they started them purely from scratch. My point is, the sky's the limit if you're running an internet business, and you can look into the interviews that I've provided you with any one of these entrepreneurs. Google their names, and you'll find a little material here and there because their stories have been so inspirational. I've been fortunate to have met a number of the founders of these different companies. I've met everyone except Russell Brunson, who founded ClickFunnels. I've been recognized by their company. Their company pays for my car. ClickFunnels pays me a recurring commission of about $11,000 a month because I'm one of their affiliates. Because I'm such a big fan of their product. Success is everywhere, and these are just a few examples of the massive amount of money there is to be had in this space. So go forth, create, and I hope this inspires you. Now, if you want to see more videos about more specific tactics of how to make money online, make sure you subscribe to my channel. You'll also get a free video series on how to be an affiliate marketer, which is my main income source. And like this video if this was helpful. Leave a note in the comments of what you'd like to see me talk about next or teach about. I'd love to hear from you. Talk to you soon.